item that allows you to cast Speak with Animals at will, but it would still cost you like 2,000 gold.
So I guess I know what Rain is making next. As I am kind of totally on board with this idea.
Just give it a necklace of common.
I mean, that's the other thing. Do we just want to have this thing walk around and speak common, like, openly?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
He could have some important things to say.
It's true.
It also means that just anyone could just kind of sneak up to it and be like,
imagine
hey,
how
here's a
long
piece of
he's been
meat,
around.
kill those dudes for me. I was like, okay.
Just imagine how long he's been around and what incredible wisdom he has to share. And if anybody has,
I'm sorry. I have to make this dumb joke, but like imagine what incredible wisdom he has to share. And you walk in, and he's in his cage, just eating his own poop, just like flinging it at you guys.
well, yeah, I mean,
incredible.
It is a giant
wide.
four-arm monkey, so
Basically,
I don't exactly have high hopes, but
Also, how do we know how old it is?
We can
It's
ask
just
it.
like 2 years.
If you cut it open and count the rings, you'll.
So that's why it's regrowing. It's a tree.
Yeah, it's a tree.
You have to look at the teeth. Just like
so
a horse.
we have to cut open his teeth and count the rings.
I guess that's how teeth work.
Sorry, Mr. Monkey, but the goblin said we gotta do this.
Oh, yeah, we gotta cut you open. Like, okay, it'll regrow probably. I don't know.
I mean,
And
if you want to learn if it's worth anything, we can stall the ship, and then me and Niscali go down, talk to it, see if it's worth it.
yeah, let's do that.
Because if I have the hat from Niscali, I could discuss with her so that the captain, Niscali can hide somewhere, then I'll just call him down.
Sure.
Well, I can't. Like I said, I can't talk to it today.
As I say, we
Don't
can
have it.
stall the ship and then do it.
Yeah. I heard you wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I heard we can storm the ship, and I was.
We
like,
can storm the ship too, but
Yeah,
the rest of
we
these
can storm
guys
the ship.
aren't a big fan of that idea.
Yeah. Also, like, I will point out,
Yeah.
like, there are a lot of they are like a crew of maybe. Wait, 1 second. The vehicle section. Okay,
I don't know. Looking at
but
this
it's probably like
drawing, it's
crew
a
of-
bit of a small ship.
But it's probably like a crew of. Well, this is the cargo hold, but it's probably like
little
a.
sloop.
Yeah, it's a crew of maybe like 25 to 30.
We can
And
take
like
them.
not all of them are probably 100% combat trained, but they a lot of them do seem to be fairly good combatants. Especially since, well, no, you wouldn't know that. You'd have knowledges, and you don't have them.
Our folks are generally strong.
Yeah.
All orcs are stronger, but
Half orcs are strong. Full orcs are even stronger. So yeah, you're not sure if you can take them all.
so you guys want to
well,
stall
we
the ship
only-
and see if it's worth it?
If we can do it in a way that doesn't really arise that much suspicion, then I guess.
Well,
It's going to be very easy to start a brawl below the decks.
yeah, but we also don't know when God damn it, Rain. When they're gonna unload the ship, they might do it as soon as they hit the port.
That's why we're stalling the ship? So that it doesn't move?
Oh, stalling.
Yes,
Okay.
stall, stop.
Stall. Stall.
I find it so hilarious that I think, yeah, you had to write it down. I think everyone like misheard you. Like, so are we gonna steal the ship?
No.
Yeah.
We're halting its progress.
Yeah, halting
Okay,
its progress,
okay.
stopping it in its tracks,
When you put it that way,
pausing its egress. Okay, so are you guys? Is this the plan that you are going forward with?
sounds like it. I mean,
Cool.
surely, what ill can come of this?
Yeah. What ill can come of this?
Yeah, what ill can come of this?
I just had a fantastic flashback. Like, we hard cut to next week's session, and it's just like, okay, so the ship is sinking. So 3 of you guys are dead. Okay, so Cadence, what do you do? Like, you're the last guy that survived. Like, the gorilla tore through the ship, so what are you gonna do as the wreckage and everyone
I
is
ride
surrounded?
the gorilla over the ocean.
Okay, you ride off into the sunset, and that's
Yes.
where we're going to end this campaign. Okay, so this is the plan
It's
that you
certainly an original place to end a campaign.
I've never seen a campaign end with a tiefling riding a Gurion off to the sunset, so it's definitely original. So what? So how are you going to sabotage the ship? It is a galley, which is propelled somehow. Allow me to read some stuff about the galley. Means of propulsion: muscle, wind, or current. So there is either rowing or sailing, so they could both row or sail. But wouldn't rowing be much slower? I would think.
Depends how the winds are going.
Winds are change go. I mean, I'm assuming the winds are going fast enough to allow you to land in Exeter today, and that's how fast they're going, because I've already established.
Unless they're rowing at that speed.
Yeah, no, they're not. That would... Well, one sec. I'm checking out the vehicle section. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Let's see, 180 feet with the current, or 60 feet if it's rowed. With the current.
That's where the slaves are.
That's probably the current of the wind.
Yeah, but they're not slaves. They're just regular working folks.
Muscle, wind, or current? What the hell does current mean? Is that just like the...
If it's just drifting with the current,
But that
like
doesn't make
if
sense.
it's on a river or something.
Okay, well that doesn't make sense here. Okay, I'll say with the wind. Yeah, okay.
How does
I'll
ships
say-
work?
How
How
do
technical are we going?
How do ships work? I'll say that that the wind is allowing it to go fast.
So we are
That's the
hauling
dumbest
ass with
thing.
the prevailing trade winds.
Yes, with the sweet ass trade winds. The winds are blowing real good and it's going real fast thanks to that.
But how many knots is it?
Oh, it's fired. Go. You're not allowed to be anymore.
If
Just go.
a ship is coming in the opposite direction at 60 feet, how long does it take until we meet?
We're going into math questions like Rag is sailing his ship at 150 feet, but John is sailing his ship. How long until they both reach Exeter and just everybody quits? Just like, nope, I'm not doing math. I'm here to escape math, not do it.
Escape math by playing Pathfinder.
Well, okay, you know what? Good point.
That's kind of an oxymoron.
Yeah, that is an oxymoron, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I will say that these sails are like full
Sail.
sail, and that's what's allowing it to go upwards of 96 miles per day. But if you were to get rid of the sails, that would drop it by a third. So it would be going only. And keep in mind, actually, you can make me a knowledge. Does anybody have a profession sailor or anything that might apply to sailing?
Surprisingly, no.
No.
I think we're all from like inland, so.
Yeah. Does anybody have like a knowledge or a check that might stop?
History?
That might apply. No.
It's engineering.
Ooh, if you have engineering, I'll allow you to make a check.
Okay, I have 1 rank in engineer. Oh wow. So much
Oh
for
my
that.
You
You know
want
what?
you want to roll your inspiration on that?
I will say that
No,
even with your
no.
pathetic 3, Steve has a little bright light bulb. Just having the rank in engineering is enough to know this because it's so basic. They probably have backup sales.
But how long would it take them to unfurl the backup sails?
Maybe a couple of hours, maybe 3 hours, something like that.
Oh!
You're so bad. You're literally the fucking worst at
I
rolling
am
dice.
literally the worst. I was gonna try to knowledge local and figure out if like there's superstitions or something that we could exploit, but
Oh, that's a
I'm
cool
I'm
idea.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that there's superstitions. So
There we go. Advance the date by 1. Yeah, so you guys are currently 72 miles away from Exeter. If you were to kill the sails and the backup sails, it would drop down to 32 miles a day, giving you ample time to do whatever the hell it is that you are doing.
So do you want to halt the ship?
Are we doing that? Are we gonna go
Ah,
down that route?
I'm got this.
if
This is
only we
on.
had a flask of acid.
We do.
Oh, so I was saying like we accidentally spill some acid on the backup sails and then accidentally
How do
catch
we
the main
accidentally
sails on
just
fire.
how do we explain that? Like we just accidentally threw a flask of acid on the sails.
Well, obviously it's needed as part of the enchanting that Aaron is doing. Or God slipped and fell. Yeah, we just explained to the captain that it was throwing around acid was a necessary part of the enchantment, and well, shit happens.
Mm-mm.
You think you can get away with the explanation? Then I mean,
I don't. I really don't.
because I sure don't.
I really don't think I could get away with this explanation, but I mean, I have one.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's always
Maybe
a
it
chance.
works. Odds are it fails.
There's always a chance that you roll a 20 and they roll a 1.
Yeah,
There's always that chance.
and what is life without a little risk?
Boring.
Exactly.
So what's the plan? Is there a plan?
Is
What
there
are you
ever?
There's a few
doing?
plans. It's just people can't decide if they want to do it or not.
Oh man. Isn't that the motto of this group?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
The night mites. What do we want to do? We don't know. When do we want to do it? We don't know.
Why do we do it?
What
Get
do we
paid.
want? Yes. When do we want it? No.
We can always just
Is it-
kill
is-
all the orcs and take the ship for our own, become pirates, turn it into a pirate campaign.
Skull and Shackles, let's go. You guys sail off this continent and land in Galarian, and we start Skull and Shackles.
I'm okay with this. It's probably my favorite adventure path ever.
Even the start, like even the first book.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Thanks.
Just gonna start a vote just so we get something moving along.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, yeah, I think you've landed on you are going to stall the boat. Wasn't that? Didn't you guys agree on that?
Apparently not.
I think we agreed that we stole the bow. We don't know the method with which to do it.
Yeah,
Okay. So, what are the currently proposed methods? Flinging acid onto the sails and then going from there was one. What was another one?
We can create a fight below deck from all the gamblers, which then proceeds onto the deck where we can possibly be flung around and hit some of the supports or ropes.
Okay.
Since the sails are held by ropes. Ropes go away, the sails go all flubbity flop and might just crash through G-forces. We can have their mutiny against the boss, because I can pretend to be taking too many cuts from their bribes, and they don't want him taking all their money. And he's like, oh, I don't take money. It's, oh, you're lying. And then they all attack the boss. I can intimidate a lot of people. We can do something with the food, with the cook, poison all the food. We can throw acid at the sails. I can go beneath deck and stab some holes to get water pouring into the ship below deck.
Yeah, let's
I can drop
food
the anchor. There's plenty you can do on the ship.
Yeah, the food thing I think sounds like it's it should do the trick.
Yeah, it is like it's currently like about 10 p.m. I'll say that it's been maybe like 40 minutes of you guys just talking about what you're gonna do. So we'll say that it's we'll say that it's maybe about 10 p.m.
Wait, if it's 10 p.m., does that mean there's like 1 hour until we reach Exeter?
No, not 10 p.m. 10 a.m.
Okay, that's better.
I'm bad at the things and stuff.
We've been talking for a long time.
Yeah, you've been talking for a while.
About this goddamn gorilla.
14 hours of discussion. Yeah, it's about 10 a.m.
It looks like we're here. Too late now.
Jesus, that was loud, and I don't know what that was.
I'm sorry.
Was that you? No, there was a brief screaming thing. Lunch is maybe in about 2 hours. The cook is probably furiously cooking up a meal for 30 people. So if you wanted to enact that plan, it'd have to be rapido. And also, do you guys have poison on hand?
Yeah, do we have anything to
I'm assuming the intern probably has something to do with it.
No.
Yes, he seems like a very shifty individual who would have poison on hand.
Unless...
So racist.
Yeah. These guys just have so many assumptions about Tiefling.
Like, super racist.
I'm not being racist, he's just shifty.
Wow.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, he's probably good at basketball and maths too.
I'm sure he's very good at the athletics.
Like, where is this going? Like, he's a tiefling. He probably knows accounting. And then, I mean, he did, but, still racist.
He specifically said he's good at accounting.
Yeah, he told us as much.
Specifically told us.
Yeah.
Okay, so aside from making racist assumptions, what's the plan?
Can I touch of corruption the food?
More importantly, can you touch of corruption the food and them not notice it?
I won't say that you can touch of corruption the food in general, but I think you could touch of corruption like doesn't touch of corruption like it has a thing now. Doesn't it make everyone like gross or something? Don't you have like a anti-mercy? I can't remember what it's called.
Anti-mercy.
This mercy is the thing that paladins get. Anti-paladins get like the other thing, like sickened or what.
I mean, this is I make people sickened through my corruption because it's a cruelty
exactly.
I have. They become sickened through my touch.
Cruelty. That's what it's called. Yeah, so I would say that if you had like a piece of meat, if you had a piece of meat, it would have to be meat. But if you had a piece of meat, I'm gonna say meat one more time. You could touch of corruption that, and then if you threw that into like the stew or the bacon and eggs or whatever they're making, you could make everyone sickened.
Could I also use my plague bringer?
What?
I carry corruption to disease because I'm immune to them. So I just like spit into the stew.
I would like to point out that I feel rather vindicated here.
Why?
It's still, if your racist prejudices are true, that doesn't mean that it's okay for you to be racist. So, I wouldn't say that you're vindicated. Still racist.
Well, all right then.
Still racist. I'm going to roll on a random disease thing.
To see what
and I'm
diseases
going
I
to
have?
say- Yeah. I'll say you have like one disease. I'll say you have like one horrifying disease or something.
Let's see what I get.
Wow, how did the entire crew get galloping crotch rot?
Okay. Roll me like I don't know how many this is. Ooh, I can put it into a thing. Okay, one sec. Opening up pie charm.
In pie chart?
Pie charm. It's a thing. It's a program. It does things.
Okay.
It's a package for Python.
Please don't say
Yeah, but it
package
counts.
after you talk about crotch rot.
I think I can also use paste bin. Yes, I can. Okay,
You got
I'll
a
use paste.
problem with what he's throwing down?
I've got a problem with his racism.
I'm not being racist.
It's not racist because it's true, right?
Well,
Damn
That's-
racist.
Yeah, it's very racist. Very racist
I
of
mean,
you.
you were the one who suggested the poisoning.
He brings a point.
And then he was like, "Oh, you people are great at that kind of thing."
I
That's
never said
exactly-
that.
That's
I don't
exactly
think you were
what
like
he
that,
says.
but
I just suggested that of all the people here, the intern there is most likely to have the materials needed to
Okay.
poison the entire crew.
Roll a 1d41. 17. You carry dysentery.
That is amazingly appropriate. And they can die from this.
They
Apparently.
can literally die from it, yes.
I am a little sad that that he's not carrying galloping crotch rot.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're fucking carrying dysentery. That's so messed up. A broad family of intestinal afflictions caused by everything from bacteria to viruses to parasitic worms. Dysentery, oh no. Dysentery is characterized by explosive and sometimes bloody diarrhea, leading to dehydration and occasionally death. Hoo boy. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone's
Yeah.
gonna have a bad day.
Yeah, so if you spit into that pot of whatever they're making, like that's gonna be dysentery for everybody.
For everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody gets dysentery.
Everybody getting dysentery.
There's a dysentery in my boot.
Okay, so I have to ask, how do you bring that up to your compatriots? Do you just go, if
I
I
can
spit
make
in their
it
food,
sick.
they'll all die? Okay,
I'm not going to tell them they can die. I'm just going to say I can make them sick.
that's a fair
They
point.
don't know I have dysentery. Well,
Yeah, they don't know that-
carry dysentery. I don't have
They
it.
don't know that you carry dysentery. It's probably best they don't know. Otherwise, they'd probably want to distance themselves from you.
Yeah, I'll let the party
So-
know I can make the whole crew sick if I can get to the
Yeah.
chef's area.
So how do the rest of you guys react to that? Like,
well,
are you
how,
okay
how
with
sick are we
poisoning these two?
talking?
Throwing up several trips to the bathroom.
Yeah, sounds fair enough.
Hey, you didn't do your.
As long as
you
it's
didn't
not
do your
illegal.
angry accent.
Well,
I'll make it feel like they got hell in their stomach.
There we go.
Well, all right then. I'll just be sure to only eat and drink from our own personal stores, which you haven't done your thing to, I trust.
Not yet.
I don't like the sounds of that yet. But we'll save that for another time. Carry on.
I'll just turn to Aaron. Don't worry, you're not prejudiced.
I'm
It's
not
okay,
prejudiced.
It's okay. I've got a tiefling friend.
Some of my best friends are tieflings.
Yeah, some of my best friends are tieflings.
I can't be prejudiced.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like illegal for me to be prejudiced.
Okay. It's illegal. So how are you going to get access to this food? He says, knowing full well that the tiefling has access to invisibility.
Invisibility, disguise self, a magic hat.
I mean, disguise self wouldn't really, well, that's up for you. I don't know how that'll work. Like, hey, Captain, are you here to spit in our food? Like, yeah, just give me 1 second. Like,
It's for good luck.
Captain's got to please leave his mark, you know?
He gets
Yeah.
first taste. I mean, you don't know. I'm just like swirling it in my mouth and then put it back in the pot.
Okay, so how are you gonna go about this?
Well, if the team's fine with me poisoning the crew, I'll just need to borrow the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just stay out of sight until then.
Okay, so you borrow the hat and turn into the captain? You guys
Well-
are still in your crew quarter.
I'm going to go to a good enough place that I won't meet the captain on my way to the chef's place.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be kind of awkward.
Yeah, that would be. Okay, so the chef would be, he would be probably above. No, he would probably be up front. Yeah. So the chef's, the kitchen, there's probably a boat term for kitchen, but I don't know it. The boat kitchen is, it's right before you head up onto the deck. So the captain is fairly close by, but he does not have a direct line of sight onto where you are. And you go into a dark corner, and it doesn't seem like anybody's around. So you turn into the captain.
Yes,
And
I am the captain now.
I am the captain now.
I am the
And-
captain now.
And then you head
Okay.
inside. Okay, so you head into the boat kitchen, and there's an older-looking half-orc gentleman. He looks very old. He looks very scrawny, like almost as if he's just skin and bone. And he has these very deep wrinkles in his face. Yes, yeah, this is good broth. Oh, Rag, hello. Oh, are you here? You're here to check on old me. Don't you worry, I'm doing a fine job of it. The crew will have good deets today.
Here, I was looking to see what's on the menu. We got some new mouths to feed, you know, these new passengers.
Oh, yes, they're right pansies, aren't they? Oh, don't you worry, old Oogag. I've changed my voice. I got the yes, here to have a taste of it. It should be quite good. It's just well, it's just old broth. It's probably not fit for you. I've got a flank of steak, if that's something you'd like.
I'll have a taste of the broth. I need someone to go through me quick.
Sure. Go right ahead.
Does it have like a very
have a-
big ladle?
Yeah, it has a very it has a comically oversized ladle.
So he won't notice if I'm just like swilling it in my mouth within the ladle. Just like keep it in the ladle.
It would probably look pretty weird. I mean, like even if it's a large ladle, like people usually don't consume food that way. Like,
You haven't seen some of the video games where they do that. And it looks stupid.
Well, video games are reflections of D&D. It would probably be suspicious, but you don't think it would be suspicious enough for him to go like that's weird. Wait a minute, like
You're not the captain. He just pulls off my hat.
Yeah,
You're old man Jenkins.
You're old man Jenkins. Like he's not gonna Scooby Doo your ass because you ate some food weird. Like
Scooby Doo your ass.
Yeah.
I always thought we were the meddling kids.
Are there like ingredients behind him so he'd have to turn around for them? Like onions on the side just to chop up or something?
Yeah, definitely there would be.
Give me some salt.
They would. Is it excellent? That's great. I love it. I want that. Yeah. Yes, there are definitely some ingredients behind him that he would have to turn around to get at.
I'll probably tell him that after tasting some of the broth, it needs some more onion or something. So when he turns around, I'll just like defile the broth.
Yeah. He turns around briefly, like, oh, well, you know, I thought I was the cook here, but no, you're the captain. You're the captain. He says passive aggressively as he turns around to get some onion. And you quickly spit in the broth, or just leak some saliva into it, so you don't have to make that spitting sound. And yeah, you do so without being noticed. Or like, I don't know, make me no, it doesn't make sense for you to have to make a sleight of hand check. No, you know what? Make a sleight of hand check. Yeah, do that.
Sleight of mouth.
Well, there you go.
The spit stealthily.
Make that. Make a sleight of mouth check.
You got this. Should be easy for you.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah. You spit into the bit of broth that's in the ladle, and you do it as he's turning around, and he kind of looks at you and kind of.
I'd probably be a lot higher because I'm probably not wearing my armor at this point. I don't know why my armor would be affecting this.
No, you wouldn't have an armor check penalty for this. Oh yeah, so then you got much better. Yeah, like he kind of looks at you and he kind of like looks like he's mentally thinking something, as if there's another way to think something.
He's vocally thinking.
He vocally thinks.
Some people think out loud.
Yeah, he vocally thinks like, did he just? And then he kind of shakes his head. It's like, oh, well, it must have been my imagination. He's a Skyrim guard. Must have been the wind. And he just goes and puts some onions in it.
Wait, if he's a Skyrim guard, you better quick put a bucket over his head.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
He won't see anything.
Get some armor over his knee. Oh no, it's too late. So yeah, you quickly spit into it without his notice, and then he puts some onion in it. Like, is that more to your liking? How's it tasting now?
I'll take another quick sip.
Yeah,
now at the spot. Where's that steak you're talking about?
Oh well, it's just over there, lying on that slab of stone. I'm letting it cure. You think that he's not a very good cook.
You don't mind if I season it?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Somebody was groaning.
Oh, is somebody sleeping on the job again?
No, sir. I'm definitely not sleeping on the job.
Get back to work. Swap the poop deck or something.
I'm already swabbing the poop deck, sir.
Well, if you were swapping it, it wouldn't be called a poop deck, would it?
No, sir.
Now get to it.
I love all of you. So yeah. So you have another taste. What did you say you wanted to do with the steak?
I'm gonna go season the steak.
Yeah, you season the steak with you spit on the steak.
No, I was thinking more just like pulling out some of my hairs and leaving the hairs on the steak.
I don't.
Oh.
I don't know how. Doesn't dysentery travel through like? I don't think dysentery travels through your hairs. I think you'd have to get some saliva.
It's lives in liquids. It
Yeah.
cannot survive
Fine.
outside of water.
Yeah, so you'd have to get some spit on there. How you gonna do that?
I mean, is
You
the
turn around again,
steak
get more
bloody?
onions. It looks pretty bloody. Yeah.
I don't know. Do a pinprick on my finger and just like slather it on there. You won't notice if there's more blood.
Fair enough.
Probably not.
Yeah, no, you managed to do that fairly easily, and he doesn't seem to notice.
Alright, looks all fine. I'll be back to eat my fill when it comes to dinner time.
Yes, you look forward to it. It should be a festive evening. Lunch. I'm old.
And I'll just leave to a shadowy place to turn back into Cadence.
Yeah, so you leave, and turn back into Cadence, and head back to the lads. And so, are you guys just gonna wait out? Maybe about it's about maybe 2 or 3 hours now until lunchtime.
Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys wait around until lunchtime, and you guys wait around till lunchtime, and you get to dinner. God damn it! Get to lunch.
I'll throw you off of that.
I can't believe
We got to dinner. We got it.
Yeah. So you guys head to lunch, and Rag goes, here, come and sit down, have some food. Or do you get you? Yeah, you guys. Did you guys head up to the hall? I don't know.
Probably not.
We're hanging out in the our part of the crew quarters.
Somebody would probably have come by like, oh, you lads should come out for lunch now. It's we got some delicious broth from old Dugog.
You just see Cadence have half a power bar in his mouth. Huh?
I didn't know that food was included in our fare. We have already dug into our own dried rations and jerky that we brought with us.
Really?
And half a power bar.
Didn't know that. You've already been here for a good day. You had dinner with us last night.
Did we? I have no recollection of that.
Lawyer up. Really? Like,
where's your proof?
Like you guys would have gone to dinner last night, I presume.
You didn't say we did. Mr. GM.
Fair enough. Oh, must have been the wind then.
The wind came in, had some soup and left.
The wind had
last night. Oh man.
As winds are known to do.
Those damn wind elementals.
Must have been wind. No, I'm just saying, like, somebody would have come to your room last night and would have gone like, "Hey, we're going. There's dinner." Like, and you guys, would you have gone to dinner?
We chose to starve.
You chose to starve
Better
yourselves.
suited- better
You guys
suited us.
you guys are on a diet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Weight
you guys
Watchers.
are dieting. Yeah, you're.
We don't have our sea legs yet, so
I got plenty of rations, so I'm fine.
yeah, I got some rashes too.
I'm not asking if you could have survived without dinner. I'm asking you, would your characters
If we would have dinner.
gone? Yeah, like would your characters go to dinner?
Cadence probably wouldn't have because he saw the orc jipping him on his cards. So I'm just thinking they've also spit on the food.
Fair enough. That is fair. Yeah. So yeah. If you guys wouldn't have gone to dinner, then you didn't go to dinner. I just wanted you to tell me that if your characters would have or not.
Well, Steve, to be polite, would have gone to dinner, even if he didn't really eat much. But I think tonight Steve is going to thanks but no thanks.
Okay.
He didn't like it last time, not enough onion.
Yeah, yeah. There was a certain lack of garlic. I don't know if your cook is allergic to garlic, but from where I come from, garlic is sacred.
Oh, it's quite weird. I always thought Ugog liked garlic. Oh, that might be onions. I'm not sure. I don't have much experience with whatever that fancy food. But yeah, sure, no worries. You don't have to come. Just just hope you don't go hungry or whatever. And,
No, I'm sure we'll be all right. I've got plenty of garlic in my jerky. Quite tasty.
So he heads out to get food, and you guys chill and stay and have a sleepover in your pillow fort, and then
We all talk about girls.
yeah, you talk about girls, and then
like you do.
About an hour later, people start pouring back in, like trickling back into the crew quarters, and then about maybe half an hour later, people start retching and they start puking and they start yelling, "Oh shit! I need to get up. Oh god!" And you hear some not so fun sounds coming from the other side of your blanket.
Well, that certainly doesn't sound pleasant.
Did they leave during a blackjack game, perchance?
In the middle of a blackjack game, do you mean? Sure.
I take the gold that's on the table.
Yeah, they would not have left the gold.
Yeah,
No,
I'll take
they
the
wouldn't
cards
have.
and sell them for copper pieces.
Yeah, you can take the cards, but they would not have left the gold.
Come
You can loot them
on.
for the gold. Come on, I'm walking here.
Just mark some of the cards and put them back.
Yeah, you can.
They'll
mark the
never know.
cards.
I'll lick the cards, give them dysentery again.
Give them more.
You're a monster.
Wow, I'm the monster, am I? Because I'm not human.
Yes.
Because you poison people with dysentery.
Wow, you just come to conclusions here. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't know how to
Wow.
respond to that.
I have never seen it. Wow. I think everybody's sick. I think all of them are sick. There's like 3 of them that aren't like dysenteried up right now. Oh boy. So what do you guys do? You hear the sounds of dysentery coming from behind the blanket. By the way, I do want to point out that when I was planning this session, I never, in 1,000 years, expected that it would end with, and the crew gets dysentery. Like, never. That was never on the table. So, hooray for that. Yeah, exactly.
Hooray for that.
Cadence's trail. So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
All right, I guess it's time to
I'm-
go do the thing with the.
Oh
tournament
no,
where I'm
I
flying
can't do it. It's still the same day.
Julie, do the thing.
I can't do the thing.
This is to halt the
wait.
ships that they can't properly operate
This is
it, and
to
then we
hope
can go
that they have.
sabotage it.
Yeah, this was to hoping that it
Can-
starts the ship enough to keep us on the ship overnight.
Can
Do the thing.
Niscali call on the powers of chaos?
No, I'm a divine caster.
Yeah,
Chaos
man.
is
My
certain
my
divinity.
magic cannot be corrupted by chaos.
Come
I'm too divine for
on.
that.
There's a certain divinity to chaos.
Do arcanists not get?
I am chaotic good.
I like how you want Aaron to be more chaos bursty.
Yeah, dude, Chaos Burst is great. I do need to. I haven't been keeping track of how many times he's Chaos Bursted, but I think he's only taken the decision to do it once.
Yeah. So
That bumps
it's
you
like
up to 2%.
correct.
You can Chaos Burst for share language. You can do that because it is a wizard or sorcerer spell at level 2, and you are 4th level.
I
You
mean,
could
if
do
we
it.
were
There you
just
go.
gonna do that, you could have just done it. That we didn't have to poison the crew.
Too late. Everyone has dysentery, and now we Chaos Burst.
Like if
You
we were
don't
gonna go
have
that route,
to.
we didn't. Like, the disease is to stall the crew to make it arrive to Exeter slower.
Yeah,
It's
they're,
not-
they're
it's
going
not
to
a-
be all distracted now, and they won't bother us while we're making a deal
That
with
just
the
snuck in
monkey.
without poisoning the crew. It wasn't for the distraction. It was for the stalling purpose.
Well, now it's serving two purposes.
The
Well, if
spell
you
we're
want to
looking
do it, that's
for?
up to you. But that's not what we did this for.
What was the? Is it share language?
Why are you
sheer
chaos
language.
bursting?
Because I
Is it-
have share language on my spell.
You don't have to. This whole plan was that we didn't have to do something like
No,
this.
no, that's my point. Is I have it.
Oh, you just
That's-
have share language?
Why did you tell us
Check for that, you
this?
ding dong.
Well, the crew now has
I-
dysentery, and you only now just mentioned it.
Literally.
Okay.
Yeah, I
You're
don't know.
literally terrible. You're literally terrible. I wanna take inspiration away from you right now, like genuinely.
Can you just give his inspiration to me?
I want to, yeah.
You're the
I feel
DM.
like, yeah, I will do this. I will punishing you for not paying attention. You lose inspiration, and Cadence gets yours.
I already have one, so I have to be a border cap on it.
Well, you get a bottle cap then. You
Yeah.
lose your inspiration, Aaron. Pay attention. Ding dong.
This will be my dysentery border cap.
Perfect. You freaking ding dong. Okay, so what do you ding dongs do now?
Well, now that half the crew is occupied, me and Aaron can go down and talk to the thing.
That sounds like a
You
plan to me.
You sure can. So you head down there. So there is still a guard there in front. He is clutching onto his stomach, and there is a bucket. There's a barrel quite close to him, and it reeks in here. What do you want?
Well, we just want to get in there. Right?
Wait, we
Could
couldn't help
I-
but notice.
Hmm.
I'm not there.
You're not there.
Just
Does
weird.
dysentery create hallucinations at all?
No, it just creates
No.
horrible bloody effluvia.
Yeah.
It-
Well, before coming in here, we'd probably want to have me as the captain, and then
I'll
Aaron,
retroactively allow for that.
yeah, I can turn to the captain of the hand. Aaron can hide, since you actually have stealth. Hopefully. So I think you had the stealth cape, didn't you? Give you the stealth magic item.
Yes.
Oh yeah, wasn't it the cloak of Elvenkind?
Yeah.
So he's better at
So
stealth.
I could stealth. Yeah.
I'll turn to the captain, tell the guy I'm relieving him for now because everyone else is just failing at being a very good orc.
Oh, all right, no worries.
And then when he
Actually,
leaves,
like,
Anne can come in.
I will point. Should I be pointing this out? I will point it out because I'm just a nice guy like that. That you don't know if the captain is sick or not, and if word gets back that the captain was walking around while everyone else was sick, if the captain says he was sick as well, they're gonna know something funky is going on.
I mean, I can go find the captain. I did purposely
Sorry?
make. I did
I'm just saying.
If I make someone even more sick, would they go unconscious?
It's possible, yeah. If you are you talking about giving them like more dysentery or
No,
something?
my touch of corruption.
So, you can make me a heal check real quick if you want to.
Well, just a dice, and the dice are thankful for me.
Yeah, wowzers. You know that dysentery makes them fatigued and staggered and deals damage to them, but they wouldn't go unconscious, but they would be in agony Like they wouldn't strictly go unconscious, but they would be sickened, fatigued, and staggered.
Do we hear anyone in the other room with the beast?
Not that you can hear.
Be back in 1 second.
Would the cook have eaten the same thing?
Sorry. I mean, that's entirely your assumption. You have no idea.
I mean, I could just disguise myself as an orc, but there's 25. They might know whichever looks like.
Yeah, these are people that have spent months together, and there's only 25 of them. And you see them hang out in the crew quarters. They probably know everyone on board.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're thinking about what they're doing. Nascali would just disguise himself manually, because he's had it on with Cadence.
I think that takes what does that take? 10 minutes, or was it an hour? I can't remember.
That's a good question. I don't know. I can't remember. I mean, people are distracted with dysentery, so there's time.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that people would notice. I'm saying it takes time. Is all.
Yeah, that's fair.
It takes 1d3 plus 10 minutes of work. Distracted with dysentery. Yeah, that is a good quote.
It's probably very distracting. But yeah, he would
The things
do
we do
that.
together.
That's a good roll. And once that's done, he would start going around and being his healer self and just offer to help the crewmates with heal checks and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, you go around dressed as the gnome and doing heal checks, trying to help these dysenteried souls.
Finding out how unnecessary all this was. He just wants to help now. This is awful.
I wanna take a brief moment, just a brief moment where we cut back to Aaron looking through his spell book, and he goes, "Wait a second, guys, I've got access to that spell right now." How do you guys react to that?
I mean, Cadence
Long
is fine.
stare.
Cadence is probably fine with it just because he gets to give dysentery to everyone.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just something to write on his list of things he's done.
Just long silence there, and then just immediately retreat to start applying the disguise.
Yeah.
He's not really saying anything, just looking very unhappy about everything right now.
Silently annoyed and disappointed. Okay.
Not
So,
angry, just disappointed.
We cut. I was never angry with you. So we cut away from that and back to you, Cadence and Aaron, thinking about what your approach should be.
How do you want to handle it? We could just walk through.
We could just walk through when the orc's there to not let us go through. I mean, he's gonna be very weak. You can probably stealth up and knock him out. Just push his head into the bucket of throw up. What was that?
You looked at me? I said I can't knock him out. Have you looked at me?
Hard to hear when you have, I guess, an entire mouse in your mouth.
My person's very weak physically.
Hey, I don't judge you by the way you look.
Unlike some people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not judging. I'm just, certain things are known.
Making assumptions.
It's not even an assumption. It's just people know this.
That's. Let's stop talking to you about this. It's like you're like a very old person from a different time in Pathfinder world. These are just facts about tieflings.
Everybody knows these facts about tieflings.
We used to make the tieflings sit on the back of the wagon.
Well, of course, it was only proper.
It was a terrible time. It was a terrible time in Dragonfall history.
Oh my god.
So yeah, how are you guys going to go about this?
Well, the only ways I could do is, he'd wake up remembering that I did something to him unless I kill him. Unless I just go in and intimidate him into submission.
Well, I mean, you could really just maul him and make everyone think that the monkey did it.
The monkey did it. I
Right.
like it.
The monkey did it and then escaped. And nobody pays any attention to the new party member that we have hiding in the our part of the cabin with us.
You share language and give him the hat of disguise. Like, hello, I am John Monk, a human man.
He's a giant. It's fine.
Yeah, he's a giant. He's a giant that just appeared.
He's very large. He caught up with us. He has 7-league boots. He didn't share the 7-league boots with them, and they also spontaneously crumbled to dust after we got here.
Oh no. Aaron, what is the distance of charm person?
Oh.
I think
That I
it was
can tell you.
close. So 30 feet plus 5 feet.
Yeah.
total.
I believe so. Let me check. I could do that if you would like.
The only issue is, could he cast charm person and
35 foot.
have the guard not know he was the one who cast it? Because charm person only lets the person know they were charmed after the fact. But if he doesn't know who's charmed him, would it be fine?
He would, if he managed to do it stealthily, then yeah.
There's an option. What other spells do you have you're not telling us?
This needs to be public information.
Do you
You
have sleep?
Clearly can't be trusted with your spells.
Hypnotize.
Oh my
I don't
god.
know.
You can use hypnotize.
What?
What's the,
Hypnotism.
what's the range on hypnotize?
35 feet.
What is it?
Gestures and drones and incantations fascinate nearby creatures, causing them to stare blankly at you.
I know you've only recently got your book back from the keep, but you should know what spells you have. Okay, well, what
They're
else?
not
You
very convincing as a caster if you don't even remember the spells you have.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
then I
remember
can
them.
make
They're in his
things
book.
look
They're in his book because he can't remember them.
Yeah, obviously. Come on,
That's why he
boys.
has the book.
This is why I have a book. God damn.
He's got post-it notes attached to his body, like, you have
There's like
charm
stickies
person.
all over. I
You
was
just
tempted to get
write on
tattoos
yourself.
so I could never
Yeah.
forget them.
Okay, what other spells do you have besides hypnotize and charm person?
Hypnotism, charm person.
Teleport,
most of
dominate.
the other ones are kind of like random. I mean, we already know I have color spray because I use it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's got wish.
It is truly a
Large
worthy spell.
person, disguise self. I could disguise myself. But I guess
But
we
you
could
can't-
both turn into people.
No, it wouldn't help. He would know what the orcs look like.
But you can't disguise others.
No. Nope. Scorching ray, share language, knock. I can make a knocking noise and open up a door. It's locked.
Wait, does knock unlock doors?
Yes.
Could you use that on the cage?
Yep.
My God, Aaron!
I never went down with you into there, bruh.
Yes, but I told you it was locked. Why
He
did you not bring?
share? He did share everything about the situation with you. It looks like it does still have to make a caster level check against the DC of the. It doesn't automatically do it, but it is considerably easier with knock. That's
Correct.
I have a thing that can break the lock,
Okay.
but that's useless right now. So go ahead.
Also, there is a question of Aaron. How many second level spell slots do you have?
3.
Yeah. Okay.
3.
So, can you use hypnotism on the guard, please?
Is hypnotism or charm person better?
Charm person knows he's been charmed. If you hypnotize, he just goes blank or whatever. Use hypnotism so I can read it.
Oh boy.
What?
Just the 99 on the chaos burst there.
I know. Complete
it's
opposite
good
of
if
the
it's high.
direction they need. Yeah, I guess this works. I could just tell them to leave.
Make him cluck like a chicken.
Yeah, this one doesn't. This one doesn't allow them to know they've been hypnotized, so you can use that on them.
Yeah. It says even after the spell ends, the creature retains its new attitude towards you, but only with respect to that particular request.
Yep.
So you can hypnotize them, saying that we're allowed to find some stuff inside for our cleric to heal the guys with dysentery or something.
There you go.
So that's the plan.
Hypnotism. He has to roll though. Give me the save, bro.
Okay. He does not have a good will save. He is actually just rolling a straight d20. And he fails. So he is hypnotized. So he just kind of stops holding onto his stomach, clutching it, and he just kind of drops his hand and he just kind of stares at the stairs and just like drool like
Captain
comes out
sent
of
us
his
to go
mouth.
inside and try and retrieve something, try and help with the illness going around.
And he goes, okie dokie, I trust you.
Might also want to bring Aaron onto this page because I think he just sees black.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do. I thought everyone saw black, so.
Not me. I see a.
I don't see colors in people, unlike some of you.
I did not realize that this was not what everyone was seeing.
Alright, then we'll go into the other room.
Yep, so you guys head into the other room.
How's Barrack?
And there, so you guys enter into the room, and as soon as you enter, you see a half-orc lying on the ground, his back turned to you, and next to him are a puddle of feces and blood, and they also stain his pants.
Oh,
He doesn't
wow,
look.
that's a
He does
sad,
not.
sad situation.
He does not turn to look at you as you enter.
Yeah, it's probably dead. So I cast.
Well, does Bakara look like he's friendly towards me still?
He kind of, as you enter, he kind of looks towards you. If I could describe, I'm going to describe his appearance as optimistically cautious, or cautiously optimistic. Yeah, he is cautiously optimistic. Like he looks kind of elated as you enter, but then he looks worried a little bit as well.
I say some words.
Okay, so you do a magical incantation and cast share language. And he doesn't say anything at first because, I mean, he doesn't know that he can speak with you guys.
Yeah, I'll be like, you can speak now.
What is speaking?
Like, yeah, he
He can
just
understand what
he
I'm
could-
saying.
He can to an extent. Be talking. You
Correct.
understand, Bakara?
Yes.
Oh, are you friend?
Yes.
Not with green skins.
That is correct.
Oh, happy be what you do to Bakara.
We're here to free him, right? We're gonna free him and try and convince him to be part of us. So how would I word that?
I mean, we're going down to see if it was worth it to free him, because the guys were on the fence about freeing him in the first place. This is to see if he's worth it, essentially.
Yeah, well, some of us were, but Steve has been completely sold on the idea of having a grappler bro.
But you're not fine with a tiefling. I see how it is. Just because I have wings, isn't it?
I love this. I love that in fiction that I love the idea of in fiction Steve being racist against tieflings. It's so hilarious to me. He's probably not.
But
it's
I'm
super
not.
I
I argued
Super
for the
funny.
intern, who happens to be a tiefling, but we don't hold that against him.
It turns out that Steve only wanted to hire him for diversity.
Yeah, diversification, so you can put it
I'll
on the
stop now.
contract. We
Yeah.
equal opportunities to everyone, including
Equal
tieflings.
opportunity employer.
Oh god, it's great.
We use magic so that you could understand us. Then we can talk with one another.
We're talking.
Yeah, allows us to understand one another.
Oh, Bakara never talk. Bakara show strength. And he bashes his forearms against his chest. And everyone in forest understand Bakara strongest.
Yes, and these orcs know you're strong too. That's why they keep you caged. They're afraid.
Strong walls prevent Bakara from getting one got close to Bakara once, and I destroyed him. That made Greenskins angry with Bakara.
We also destroy people, but for different reasons.
Reasons?
Yes, purpose.
Bakara destroys because Bakara is stronger and Bakara needs food, so he takes.
Do you want more of the food I provide?
Yes, Bakara is hungry.
I can feed you forever if you take our commands. We shall also free you.
Bakara strong. Bakara is not wed. Bakara does not understand command.
We say something and you do it.
Bakara strong. Bakara not follow. Not. Bakara is confused. Bakara is stronger. You do what Bakara say.
I'm not sure I like the direction that this is going.
No one will do what you say whilst you're in the cage. And if you don't do what we say, you're going into a bigger cage forever.
Bakara does not want to be in. And he looks around at his cage. Bakara will follow Spiky Man for food.
And food you will get. But you must listen when I say.
Bakara not used to this. Bakara will try.
And I shall look to Aaron. That good enough for you? Okay.
Crying baby in the background.
A crying child in the background. I think this is a very good time to end it, as Aaron speaks a magical incantation. Yes.
Incantation
Aaron's-
and frees our new gorilla bro.
Yes, as he starts to cast Knock, I think this is a very fine time to end this week's session, and we shall pick it up next week.
I mean, I was more asking if we wanted to go back to the party, but you just opened up the cage, so okay.
Yeah, he did that.
Apparently, Aaron has made an executive decision.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
The man
You know,
who previously
as
did not know that
wizards
he
do.
had
No.
access to Knock has made the executive decision to use that spell. And we'll pick that up next week, because my throat hurts from talking a lot.
Oh, your throat hurts.
Hey, all of my orcs have that voice.
It's been role-playing a ship full of half-orcs.
Yeah, it's painful, man.
Yeah, it could have been a ship full of elves or something.
could have.
No, it couldn't have. It could not
You
have.
had that option.
Yes,
Yep.
but
You can
it
do whatever
doesn't-
you want to do.
You're your
but
own
that
man.
didn't make sense. I'm my own man.
You're in
I'm a
charge.
strong, independent GM. I don't need no man. So yeah, I think that's where we're going to call it, and we are going to pick up the adventures of the Monkey Island Scooby-Doo gang next week.
Mighty Mites.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Or Night Mites. The Night Mites.
the Night Mites.
Yeah, we've got a name and we're proud of it.
Monkey Island Scooby-Doo gang.
Yeah,
Understand.
We
Monkey
wear it
Island
with pride.
So yeah, I will catch you guys next week.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Tschüss.